We're going to test thoracic rotation. Now, thoracic means upper back. So we're not doing an exercise per se. We're just doing a quick test and self-assessment to see where your body is. Now, the upper back is crucial. This is our stability point that holds that rib cage in place. However, if I'm super stiff here, which it does provide for stability, but if I'm stiff here, then I might move more from my low back and start only moving from my low back, or my neck might start to get a little stiff and forward. So I need mobility through this upper back called your thoracic spine. And it's crucial to be able to assess and see what's happening here. So we're going to start with a rotation exercise or test just to see where we're at. So with this test, I like to come into more of like a child's pose. Now, if this is hard for you to get onto your knees or sit onto your heels like this, you can also sit in like a low stool or a chair and then bend your body over a couch or a bed. So essentially, I want my bottom almost in line with my elbows. So think of how you can create that. So maybe that's grabbing a stool real quick or a chair. Maybe you pause the video, set yourself up so that you can start to see, okay, if I round all the way back, essentially what we want to do is round through this low back because it's going to lock out what's happening in that low back. So I'm mostly moving just from this upper back to assess. Okay. So I'm going to bring my elbows down in front of me. You can also do this in bed. I don't like to necessarily do everything in bed because it's a little squishy, but it still gives you a point of reference of where we're starting. Now you can also set a camera up if you want to record yourself and kind of look back because it's a lot easier. We're going to feel what the difference is side to side, but looking at it is also great. So maybe you have someone record you or you set your phone up so you can record yourself and kind of measure it and then maybe hopefully work on it and come back and see where you're at. So we're going to place our elbows down on the floor, hand behind your ear, and without moving side to side or letting those hips go anywhere, I'm going to just try to move from my upper back and reach my elbow up to the ceiling as much as possible. So I'm just going to open, kind of see, okay, this is how far of the ceiling I can see. I can still see my elbow. I'm reaching and opening as much as I can, and then I come back. Now let's test the other side. Hand behind the head. I'll move my hair out of the way. And with my hand behind my ear, I'm going to see again without pushing my hip or rocking to the side. It's trying to stay directly over that elbow. And I'm going to look and open. And now for me, I can already sense that I can look at the ceiling more and open a little bit more on my left side than I can my right. You can try this test again just to have a reference point like, okay, this is where I can go on my right, and then look, open. Okay, a little bit more on my left. So again, this is just a test. If you're noticing that it's really hard to even get any kind of motion, you can also, if it's really limited from the shoulder, you can also place your hand just like along the tailbone and then try to open and reach this way. And try to open and reach that way. I like the elbow because it gives you a point of reference of where you're following so that you can kind of help to kind of assess it. But again, if you have a video or if you could just set up your camera real quick, then you can kind of test it yourself and look back at it. So it is crucial to understand how much rotation we have because this rotation mobility helps with extension mobility. So say you work at a computer, you work at a desk, and you're kind of hunched over a large part of the day, or you look at your phone for a long period of day, or maybe you're a manual worker, a dentist, someone who's working over someone else and kind of rounding forward. This really makes you more prone to getting stiff in this upper back. And so it's crucial to start to bring exercises back into your life that can help to open that upper back to prevent any neck pain that could happen, shoulder issues, low back issues. So this stiff upper back can relate to so much around the area, not just at the upper back. So there are links below. There's curated programs specifically for these areas to help open up this upper back. So whether it's relating more to the neck, just general mobility, shoulder, or back pain, all of these areas will start to address what's happening in the upper back to help you open up, move better, and feel better throughout your body. So check them out below. Don't forget, if you love what you're learning, I have so much more in stock for you. So hit that subscribe button, check out the other videos I've done in the past, and leave any comments of any suggestions that you have for videos in the future. And I can't wait to help you feel incredible and amazing within your body.